What will happen if they are elected U.S. president? The U.S. presidential election is only 12 days away. In this election, the hot buttons are the economy, migrant, abortion right, and foreign policy. But what holds the key to an election victory will be the voter turnout in swing states, not the voting race. If Donald Trump wins the race, and if the Republican Party dominates both the Senate and House, his administration will likely implement policies swiftly. U.S. foreign policy will change significantly depending on who, Trump or Democratic candidate Kamala Harris, wins the election. If Harris wins, she will inherit most of President Joe Biden's foreign policies, such as maintaining America's global leadership, upholding democratic system, and reinforcing alliances. Basically, Harris sees international politics as a clash between democracy and authoritarianism. But Trump prioritized U.S. interest over U.S. leadership on global affairs, as he values America more than its relations with the allies. He will put more focus on building alliances based on the sacrifice of U.S. allies rather than on leading a global coalition at the cost of U.S. interest. A big change will be unavoidable if Trump wins the election. With regard to the Ukraine war, Harris will continue military support for Ukraine, as seen in her previous pledge to provide $1.5 billion in military aid to Ukraine. Given the fatigue over the protracted war, however, continuous military support will pose a challenge to Harris. She wants to push for a peace negotiation to ensure the sovereignty, territory, and security of Ukraine, but lacks a concrete action plan. Trump would end the Ukraine war within 24 hours of his re-election by striking a compromise with Russia. The Trump camp already drafted a plan to end the war. Trump said his administration will provide Ukraine with military weapons and economic aid under the condition that Ukraine surrender its Russian-occupied territories to Russia. Trump also warned that if Moscow refuses a negotiation, Washington will augment its military support for Ukraine. How will the two candidates' Middle East policy differ? In the initial stage of the Israel-Hamas war, the Biden administration supported Israel's right of self-defense and its annihilation of Hamas.